Hello and welcome to the Call Analytics Podcast. This is Andre with PBX Dom. PBX Dom is a call analytics and reporting tool that monitors your phone communications, sends smart alerts when you need them, and provides you valuable intelligence to improve your company's responsiveness. PBX Dom has users in over 50 countries and helps them stay informed and make smart business decisions. Today's episode is in the Call Analytics Master Series, where we take a deeper look into different call analytic terms and concepts that are important to know. This episode is the first in a series of 4 where we will be discussing abandoned call rate. In today's episode, we're going to be focusing on the optimal range for your abandoned call rate. Regardless of what business you're in, one of the main challenges is decreasing the number of abandoned calls you received in your marketing departments, sales departments, in your call centers, and at your help desks. An abandoned call is one where the caller hangs up before being connected to a live agent at the service desk. The call abandonment rate is a simple formula. You just take all the abandoned calls divided by the total number of calls received by the company, and then you will obtain your rate. You can find the abandoned call rate for the entire company, for different organizations, different departments, even as specific as different branches. So if you take a look at this graph, you can see that the abandoned call rate really starts to show an effect at around 8%. After 8%, the customer satisfaction really decreases, and that's something you want to make sure to take note of. If you have a call abandonment rate between 0 to 8%, the customer satisfaction is going to hold steady. It's a given that lowering the call abandonment rate is vital for customer satisfaction and important for the success of your business. However, that doesn't mean that it's the only factor that can affect the success of your business or company. If you focus too heavily on lowering your call abandonment rate, you could reach a point of diminishing returns. As depicted in this image, you can see the curve shows a constant and fixed value for the rates in between 0 to 8%. This means that virtually any attempt to boost customer satisfaction within this range won't really have a noticeable outcome. For example, imagine a call center with 10 employees answering phone calls. If we assume a call abandonment rate of 8%, then we can estimate it would require an additional 2 to 3 agents to decrease the call abandonment rate to 4%, and even more staff to get the rate closer to 0. And we've reached a point of diminishing returns. You're putting more money into your call center, hiring more staff, but you're not seeing any increase in customer satisfaction, at least not any significant increase. So you don't want to get into a situation where you're hiring more staff, where maybe you're buying more phones, increasing your trunk size. As I said, it's not worth it. So what's better to do is find out what is the optimal range. Let's take another look at the graph. As soon as the abandonment rate goes beyond 8%, customer satisfaction starts to drop dramatically, quickly reaching 0. This suggests that even a few percentage points could have a significant negative impact on your organization's customer satisfaction level. It's important to keep your eyes on that 8% value. Optimal call abandonment rate is around 4% to 8%. So as long as call centers and help desks keep themselves in this range, they'll experience a acceptable high customer satisfaction level. And in addition to getting that high customer satisfaction level, you'll be paying the right amount. You won't be paying more than you should for this level of customer satisfaction. Optimal customer satisfaction, optimal costs. It's easy to imagine that the call abandonment rate is considered to be an important KPI. It has a major effect on customer satisfaction. So because of that, you need to have tools in order to measure it properly and make sure you're at an acceptable level. PBX DOM has a wealth of widgets and reports and the tools you need to properly monitor your call abandonment rate and to make smart decisions, like the abandoned calls percent widget, which conveniently presents you with the latest call abandonment rate metrics that are important to you. There are many other useful tools on PBX DOM to explore. To learn more about them, you can visit the widget section of PBX DOM's help pages. Now that we've discussed call abandonment rate and the optimal range, the next question is, how do you stay within that optimal range? That question will be answered on our next video in the series in the next episode. And that concludes part 1 of the Abandoned Call Rate series. I hope you found this information helpful and useful. We are always listening and would appreciate any questions, comments, or suggestions for future topics. Please send an email to podcast@pbxdom.com. Thank you for watching the Call Analytics Podcast, and I will see you in the next episode.